Alright, so back at it here. We're gonna go back to Hurst Helms here, see if the cerebral assassin can take down some bosses. One of the things you're gonna notice from the last time I played is he's been leveled up a little bit. I went and collected some items, just farm some health vials or blood vials or whatever they are. Guys leveled him up a little bit. Just figured that wouldn't be very entertaining to watch me grind the same area over and over. So here's the stats. I've been putting it mostly into vitality and endurance. I'm keeping his strength up because we got to get him that sweet Kirk hammer. I'm also considering switching him over to this armor for right now, just because I find it's a little better. Could be wrong, I don't know. But yeah, let's go fight the Cleric Beast. See about getting that Kirk hammer. Now, this character, since last time, is in a save game existing post the patch that fixed the progression bug. If you noticed at the start of this video, you saw my load screen. That is because, or actually you'll notice there that I have a character that's only a level higher than our good friend here. That is because on my other character I did indeed do some PvP, or not PvPing, but co-oping in the Forbidden Forest area, and sure enough, could not progress. At the time, I didn't know if that key would drop again, so knowing that bug was there, I went ahead and deleted the character and just started over, because it's not a big deal. I hadn't done that much anyway, other than get a bunch of insight and see some crazy stuff, but I really hadn't accomplished much. Like, I was still using the saw cleaver on that character. Although on my other character, I am falling in love slow but surely with the saw spear instead of the saw cleaver. I find the saw spear to be a better weapon. I don't know if this is true, but it seems like I get more attacks out of a full endurance bar than I do with the saw cleaver. So maybe something to think about. I don't know. I don't know if I'll be sticking with that my other character. Maybe back to saw cleaver. It's hard to say. I know there's not a whole lot of weapons in this game, so maybe if I like that one, I should just stick with it. So let's go fight the Cleric Beast here. I'm all loaded up, ready to go. Gonna get my blunderbuss out. I have a hard time with this guy. I don't know why that is. Now, I am doing way more damage than my other character is right now. He's, of course, only a level higher than this character. But still, it is definitely noticeable. But the lack of endurance on this one, whew, missing that jump. Probably something I don't do enough in this game is heavy attack. I just forget it's there. We're gonna do that. My first playthrough, the one that got bugged, I had a lot of problems with this boss. I think I mentioned it last time, but I was able to beat the good Father Gascoigne, whatever, first try. This guy, easily 6 times, maybe more. I kind of lost count. A lot of it was the camera. Also, warning, if you hear dogs barking, the mailman is walking up the driveway, so you may get some dogs barking here in a minute. I apologize for that. But yeah, I've had a hell of a time with the big bosses in Dark Souls in the past. Sith was a real nightmare for me. Another thing you'll notice, and I'm sure a lot of people will be griping at me, is I don't tend to attack on bosses like this. I just pull back and use health vials. There we go. Prey slaughtered. Yeah, so I'm getting better at this guy. Yeah, I tend to not charge forward on bosses like that because I know they do substantial damage if I get hit, and I'd rather just pull back and use a health vial. Always takes more bullets. If I go to a shop, you'll probably see I have a lot of bullets stored up, but I'm gonna go ahead and head back to the Hunter's Dream and get that Kirk hammer, because I mean, come on, it's sledgehammer, and Hurst Helms needs a sledgehammer. It just fits this character that I'm subtly writing through creativity and originality for him. You know, he's a king of kings where he comes from. So, against my better judgment, I'm going to buy the Kirk hammer. I normally spend that on leveling up. I need 1 in strength, and what was that other one? Skill. I need 1 in skill and strength. No biggie. We can do that. Let me see if I got anything to spend. Got Madman's Knowledge. I'm probably gonna try to keep the Madman's Knowledge use low for this playthrough. Maybe if I continue this playthrough into the late game, I'll show off some of the stuff I have seen with a very high insight rate, but since it makes the bosses easier, I'm going to do myself a favor because I find it kind of difficult to talk while I'm playing, and try to keep that low enough that the bosses aren't ridiculous. Little spoiler for a later boss here if you haven't seen it, but there's a boss later on that is a trio boss that is a real nightmare if you have the insight up past like 30. They gain some attacks that will really make it difficult for you. The problem with multiple bosses in this game too that I've noticed is that the hits track better in this game. Like, you can't just roll past a hit like you could in Dark Souls. They tend to follow you at a better pace, so you can't get them messed up and get some hits in that way. You really have to just time your attacks better, which I like. It's just super frustrating because the 2 things I'm really bad at in Souls games are multiple boss battles. The Bell Gargoyles took me forever in Dark Souls and almost made me stop playing the game. And the other thing I'm really bad at is big guys like Sif, because I don't know where to attack them. I get all anxious and I'm like, oh, I need to run in there and attack, and I end up attacking nothing because I'm standing under them. So
yes, I see. But the Great Bridge is the only way to the Cathedral Ward. And during the hunt, the bridge is closed. You could try the aqueduct. There's a rather, how shall I put it, colourful air from there.
So he's telling us to go up the way that's going to lead us to the Good Father. And we are going to go that way. Maybe in this playthrough. I don't know. I'm going to grind out enough to get my levels up and use that Kirk hammer. And after I maybe do a run through here with that, I will decide whether I'm ready to fight our good friend. He's really not wanting to go down. Like I said, my other character that I'm building right now, who I just realized I picked the same hair as this character, which is kind of crazy. Just one thinking about, I guess. He's a more agile character, and also I've put his blood tinge up a little bit more. So I don't know if this is true, but it seems like I'm getting counters easier off the gunshots. Make sure I got that. Like I said, this character does, you know, way more damage than the other character was doing. Kept blunderbuss on both. I did do a start a playthrough with the pistol, messed around with it and threaded cane for a bit, and didn't care for either. I've seen what the arcane builds can be. And I thought, hey, maybe when I decide to go through with an arcane character eventually, if I decide to do that, maybe that's my pistol threaded cane guy at the outset. Yeah, I already talked to her. We don't got any place for her to go. One of the things I've seen people talking about a lot in this game is people will accidentally kill NPCs because they don't want your weapons in place, which, you know, it's always been that way in Dark Souls. You can always have that potential. I actually can confirm that it's way easier to do in this game. I aggroed a guy you find later on, and it turned into a situation where I couldn't progress very far into the Cathedral Ward without him being a real problem. So I had to butt my head up against him for a while. So I don't know what to tell you about that other than be careful of that, because man, that was huge. Problem for my progression on my other character that had to get deleted, that is. And for those who have played, they'll know the character I'm talking about, because he's someone you need to be cautious about. Maybe not the most trustworthy character. I don't know if this is in the game or not, but I do miss the ability to fast travel between the bonfires. And also, as of right now, I've not found a way to force the enemies back into the world without going out and coming back in from the hunter streams. Which is a real bummer, because that makes it really difficult to farm. if you're impatient at all like me. One of the things that's possible though, the hunter's marks that you can use to return to the last lamp, those might reset the enemies. I don't know. I haven't experimented with that yet because I've not found enough of those with these two newer characters to waste them. But since you can buy them at the store, maybe that wouldn't be such a big deal. Now they are 800 sold a pop though, so it's definitely not a I forgot about him. A cheap way of doing that. In hindsight, oh, okay, I didn't mean to do that. That's been happening to me a lot. I don't know why that's happening. I'll skip through dialogue or I'll tap X a couple times and it'll do that. Or he'll sit down is the other one that oh no, my DualShock's getting low. That's not good. I'm gonna remedy that situation real quick by attempting to hide back here. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I had to switch controllers. My DualShocks are horrendous with battery life. I know that's a complaint. I've also heard people tell me that their DualShocks are great. So I don't know if that's just people compensating and saying, oh no, mine are great, yours are just messed up, trying to make themselves feel better. And it's a shame because I think this is the best of the controllers out there. I think this is a fantastic controller. But boy, the battery life is awful. Yeah, I had to buy an extra one just in case because it takes so long to charge them and they don't last very long. Now, I have seen videos online where people take them apart and put in better batteries. I have considered that. But as of right now, I'm just kind of swapping back and forth. So this spot here, I wouldn't normally do this, but since I'm trying to save time, I just Molotov those guys. I really like the design on these guys. They're creepy. Also like that when you kill them, your guy just gets covered in like goo, like green muck. Let's see if I can get a good shot of it. I've actually heard people talking about that this is a good place to come farm if you just want to run through a place over and over again. Because these guys are all pretty condensed into here. And let's face it, they're pretty easy. Drop that trick weapon. There. I find myself playing this game a lot with the torch out, just running around. Oh, that guy's back. I actually went back here and killed this guy, but if he's back, no reason not to take advantage of it. Now I'll say this and I'll screw it up, but he is extremely easy to kill if you just go back behind him here. I was surprised that that duplicates, that rock doesn't just roll once. Since that's... that's really easy to take advantage of. See, there you go. I could have swore that I was in the right place. So before I do this, I apologize for the interruption here. Okay. I just need to make sure that I am still working, like, and nothing is broken completely. So you can do this two ways. You can just draw him back here and fight him in that doorway, and if he sees me, that's what I'll do. But you can also just try to sneak up like this, hold down the right trigger, and then you can do a finisher on him by just sticking your hand up his asshole and pulling out his guts, I guess. But yeah, I've already been back here. There's lots of items in there, including a badge, so definitely go get that. It's nice being over here, because we all know that this will be the next stop on the journey. However, I really want to make sure I can use this Kirk hammer before I try to fight him with it. Boy, I keep forgetting how much damage I can do. I could not have done that as easily with my other character. So yeah, as you know, up there is our next stop. But first, I want to go level. So I'm going to run back through this way and make sure that I have enough souls because I'd rather not come back and do this anymore. I'm thinking if I get at least 6,000, I should be solid. Hopefully. Man, I love the grimy detail they put into this. Can't remember now if I ran through here or... Oh, I killed him. Darn. So yeah, I'll go back through some of these other areas here. You know, something I'm really fascinated with these games about is the way they tell a story without being in your face and just killing you with exposition, which I think is a huge problem in games. Oh, bad mistake. That's okay. Actually, that's awesome because I can go back and kill some of these guys again. But yeah, I find that the storytelling in these games surpasses games where they record hours of dialogue just by being so obscure and forcing their community to sort of piece together the stories. I would love, and if you know of this kind of thing and you're watching this, please link me to it. But I would love to see somewhere where Miyazaki has gone through and looked at some of these lore videos that are out there for like Dark Souls and said like, yeah, no, just kind of breaking it down. Like, this guy got this right, but this guy's wrong about this. That kind of stuff. Huh. Okay. I think the blood echo retrieval in this game is kind of broken. I've read online where people lose their echoes when they like turn off the game and come back. I'm not gonna go bother with those guys since I don't need to. I've also read some real horror stories about enemies having your blood echoes, people seeing the enemy with their blood echoes, and that enemy immediately committing suicide. And you just lose everything. So I'm trying to think of where I want to go here, and this seems like the best bet. I should have enough by now, but just in case, I'm gonna get some more. Boy, that's satisfying. I feel like you don't earn as many blood echoes as you did souls for enemies. And that could be on purpose, but I never felt, and you know, Dark Souls 2 was also a way easier game than this, in my opinion. But I never felt like in Dark Souls that I didn't have enough for the things I wanted. I never felt like farming an entire area was as inconsequential as I do in this game. Like, of course you're getting blood echoes, but it seems like they aren't enough to be worth the effort. Almost. Obviously you have to do it though, so... Man, I just keep hoping. It's like, oh, I think I've got to... Because I'm so worried I'm going to go back there and not have enough. Now I should have enough, I hope. Those guys really wouldn't be that big of a deal at all if they couldn't cancel your attacks. So far, the only really difficult, like, mob enemies that are in the environment that I've encountered are these snake enemies that I won't be specific about. But, man, are they dicks, and they're really annoying because they poison you. And a lot of people probably think I'm just talking about, like, oh, there's giant snakes. Well, you're half right, and I'll leave it at that.
Very well, let me.
Yay, okay. So I need 10 skill, 16 strength. Cross thine fingers.
Farewell.
So yay, I can use Kirk Hammer now. And it, you know, we've officially got the man, the myth, the legend, Hurst Helms, ready to take on some werewolves. So, you know, I figure I don't want this video to go super long today. But while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and make an attempt on Gascon. I'm just going to blow all those souls. Because why not? Yeah, let's go make an attempt on him. Probably won't be able to do it first try here. No biggie. We can come back to him. But what better way to test my abilities with a new weapon than to take on what some have called the most difficult boss of this game. I don't know that I'd call him that yet. Maybe after a couple more times fighting him. But my last 2 times, I have killed him first try with both characters being leveled at about, 17, 18 to 19 maybe. There's actually a YouTube video on my YouTube. Link to that on my Twitch profile, where I beat him first attempt, just to show you that I can do it. That is with a new character also. It is not a New Game Plus character. It is not a character where I went and farmed and farmed. He's a New Game Plus character that was about the level my character would have been when he fought him the first time I fought him. So, best I could do. I tried uploading the original fight, but the PS4 recording only got like 15 seconds of it, and I thought, what's the point? But I guess you can fact check me by looking at my trophies, and you'll see that right after I beat the Cleric Beast, I walked right across the road and fought Father Gascoigne within like 5 minutes and beat him. So, and that fight to me takes on average about 4 minutes. 4 to 5. We'll see this time. This time it may take longer. If I can even beat him this time, that's hoping. Before we go over there, let's go ahead and get some stuff equipped to help. Hopefully I won't need to use that stuff other than one of the things, but we'll find out together. I think I'm actually doing less damage with this thing, so maybe I just made it harder for myself. Yeah, I am. That's frustrating. Try to stop fighting things as much as possible since I'm not that far away. Boy, that gives me a little chuckle every time that happens. Try this bit out. I don't know how to really use this, but oh hi, that's substantial. Just going to preface this by saying the chances of me using the trick weapon part of this in this fight are very slim. I may try it. I doubt it. I'm going to stick to my strategy I've used with my other character, which, to be honest, is nothing like this character. But I'm going to try to stay as mobile as possible. Because both times I've beat him, I have just been jumping and jumping and jumping and jumping constantly around him. I really love this cinematic that leads into his fight.
Beasts all over the shop. You'll be one of them, sooner or later.
I'm excited to figure out what the deal is with all the stuff over people's eyes in this game. They all seem to be wearing bandages over their eyes, and so far I've not encountered any reason for that. Oh. Ooh. Yeah, he's gonna be harder with this, that's for sure. I may switch back next time just to get him out of the way and get on with the game. Oh yeah, he's gonna be way more difficult than I'd like him to be with this. Do some real dumb here. Haha. Can't believe that worked. Yeah, I can't, you know, I will use the Kirk hammer, don't worry. But where I haven't leveled it up yet, let's just get this guy out of the way, right?
What's that smell?
Like, we've all seen this guy.
Oh,
We all know what he does.
It's enough to make a man sick.
Ah. Oh, I just forget that second one. Alright, here comes the fun part. There you go. Woo! So yeah, I don't, you know, I'm not having a horrible time with him. Anytime I've fought him so far. I've fought him with the saw cleaver, the saw spear, and the hand axe. No problems so far. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. If I kept using this Kirk hammer, I probably would have died. Where it's not leveled up, I probably wouldn't have stood a chance. But even, like I said, even the first time I encountered him, you know, I didn't even know he was up here, and I still beat him. It was a much closer fight. I only had like 1 health vial left and maybe 2 bullets. But yeah, I'm not... I think it might be a result of he's how... If every game or every enemy in this game worked like him, I'd probably be better at this game. Because I like to charge and move a lot, and it's also why I think I'm doing better in Bloodborne than the Souls games, because in the Souls games, I tended to get wrecked because I just ran in, swinging my weapon, hoping that I would kill whatever was in front of me. So I'm going to go ahead and go up to the chapel. We can end it there. Probably. I may go level up and stuff real quick. But like I said, I don't want this to be a super long episode, like it's a show. I don't want this part of this video to be super long. Oh wait, I'll leave that up so people can read it while I talk. I don't want these things to be, I want to keep them around an hour, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, I don't know. You know, half hour would be ideal, but I don't know that that's ever a possibility. And we're here at Odin Chapel, which is the first hub, as far as I'm concerned, in the game, because this area here links off to a lot of the other areas, and you'll use this lamp a lot. Even in the later stuff I saw, it was a lot of, you know, because I had a character that got to about level 45. I was coming back here a lot. It's good to see people playing this game. I'm excited that this game is clearly a critical success, and I would assume a financial success.
Very so good. He's waiting for everyone, and y'all, but tell him it was.
All he's saying here, you can send people to him. Like I said, I'm going to skip a lot of this stuff. I won't skip the cutscenes, but I am going to skip a lot of the dialogue stuff. If you want to see that, there are plenty of videos out there with it, or you can play the game. You know, it's not, I'm just playing. I'm just here to play with another character and have fun. I'm not super worried about the dialogue in this playthrough. My other playthroughs where I'm trying to figure out what's going on. So, there is a great, well, not great, a pretty good armor set over here. I'm going to assume if I put more into strength, this thing will be way better. So back here, you have to be careful, because something happens once you grab it. Don't be near that. It will kill you. Oh, I think you can see it a little bit. I'm going to try to see if we can, let's see if we can get a little peek at what's going on over here. Oh no, we got a glimpse of it. Let me just tell you, get some insight, about 40 insight, and come here and stand here and look up. And I will assure you that something here will have changed. Not gonna tell you what it is, but when I saw it, I got really, really happy, because it sort of is what let me know that there's a lot more to this game than what you think there is. So yeah, while we're here, I'm going to change over that sweet new armor I got. You know, look at that top hat. Now that is a dapper, modern gentleman. We're going to go back to this. Get this better armor. In fact, I tend to find that I like wearing these gloves better. So this area up here, this guy is a real prick. But if you can kill him and get back in this area and get the goodies that are back there, after that, you never have to fight him again. But for now, we're going to ignore him, because I don't think this Kirkhammer is going to let me kill him fast enough, and it's going to frustrate me. But one more thing we're going to do. Here, because I think there's some admin knowledge over here. I am missing that crow whole-handedly. There it is. Now, like I said, I would not recommend people do what I did and just use your madman's knowledge as soon as you get it, just over and over and over again. In fact, I would encourage you to wait. Maybe don't use madman's knowledge at all if you don't want to. Get it to 10. Stop there if you're not really, you know, looking for the secrets of Bloodborne. But there's lots of cool stuff to find if you use the madman's knowledge, so keep that in mind. I'm going to go ahead and try to level up the Kirkhammer. Let's see if we can get that going. Oh, hey, look, it's German. Hey, German. So he's telling me to go find Chalice so I can do a Chalice dungeon. And I think we'll save the Chalice for next time. We'll maybe go get it. Or start working towards it, actually, now that I think of where it is.
Welcome. What? Very well. Farewell, good hunter.
So I'm going to go over here and use these guys to take a look and show you. There's lots of goodies over here you can buy. One of them is Gascoigne's stuff. If I use more than if I go below 10, these guys will disappear. So you have to think about that while you're making purchases. For right now, we're going to stick with what we got. I would like to get Gascoigne's robes, but we'll wait. What else is there we can do real quick while we're killing time? There's really nothing I can buy. Okay, so I think that's going to do it for now. We'll leave it there. I will be back sooner this time, hopefully, to upload another one of these. But until then, it is no longer time to play the game. That was bad. Okay. Alright, see you later. And thank you for watching. Please subscribe, comment, like, whatever, dislike. That's fine too. If you don't like the video, tell me how bad I am at the game. Send me some cool links for Bloodborne stuff if you got them. And you can check out my YouTube page by going to my Twitch profile and looking there. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you later.